Good morning, folks. It's 5:28, Thursday, February 11th. 5:28. That's 825. Knowledge, the data necessary for understanding movement. Huh. The data for understanding the movement. I woke up this morning more myself than I've been in a long time. I have a lot more patience than you might think. But being in a physical body and everything I've gone through has made me very aggressive. But I woke up this morning knowing I needed to stop trying to do anything to help the other side and just finish here and go. That part of me waking up inside of me again, just kind of like flexing its muscles, so to speak, and not I don't have them anymore. I used to be strong when I was a kid, but that part of me, the real part of me, flexing my real muscles, coming out and just saying, that's enough of this crap. And it is. I was going through some memories of things going on. I've got a correction to make too about a date something happened to me. When I got in a freak work accident, you imagine that? It somehow happened, you know? It was 4/20/20, April 20th, 2000. I think I said it was April 20th of 2004. But it was, I only said it one other time, I think. I was in a bad work accident, and I was trying to stop a fire, slipped on some stuff in the garage, hit a loose wire, and all of a sudden there's a pool of gas, and poof. And I'm in a big pool of gas, gallons. And I was doused with gasoline, lit on fire, and I burnt 60% of my body. 30% was real bad, second and third degree burns, and the other 30% was first degree burns. The first degree burns kind of hurt worse than the second and third, because the second and third, right after it happens, I mean, you're cooked. Your nerve endings and everything. But the first degree burns, they're topical. I mean, they're first degree burn, folks, that's painful. Especially over 30% of your body. And then another 30% fried. Just remembering, flashing back into some of the stuff that's happened to me here, and how I'm still trying to do some things to help while in body. That's stupid. I need to set things up to go, and then I have a feeling some way I'll take myself out. Okay, just the way this morning, I literally woke myself up, pushed myself up, with all that thought process going on in my head, reminding me, I can't wait any longer. And there are things in space that are about to happen, folks. With so many people so aware and so aggressive and so fearful, emotions are going crazy. That's what drives people to do good and bad things, smart and stupid things. Okay? So, that's kind of brought things to a head for me. I need to fix what I can, do what I can while I'm here, the rest of the time, not long, and get things done. I just bought a ton of stones. I really shouldn't have spent the money. I needed to get things set up. Now, as money comes in for building spheres and stuff like that, excuse me, while building stuff, getting the stones and stuff for building the spheres and putting together different packages and bags you can hold with your hands and work on different parts of your body. All high quality stones. Selenite, take the selenite, then put it with some lapis. Selenite goes up and down your core. Lapis lazuli is awesome. It works your pineal, which, by the way, the pineal gland energy actually goes from the throat below the thorax, right where the throat comes up above the collarbone, right there, okay, to right here. on most people. It changes around here and there. And then, of course, Celestite. This is a piece I'm going to break up. Celestite. It's going inside spheres. I just bought 2 more 3-pound pieces, and I got a bunch of it. That's what's going in these new spheres. They're strong as hell, and it's for awakening. All the other spheres I made, strong as hell. Every one of them. These new ones are a little different. They're going to help more with understanding. The first spheres that came out will always do you excellent. These have a little more energy towards understanding, where the other ones were built more personally for different parts of you, to work with you individually. Now, I can still take one of these and modify it to be personal, but they're going to be $250 for the it's a basic awakening sphere, okay? And it's going to be $300 for one that's really cranked up. It's got a ton of the Celestite in it, but I'll modify it to what you want for yourself. And then the other, the fighting spheres, they're $350 like they used to be, and that's just for cranking the crap out of yourself. If you're being bothered by stuff, that's what you want. If you want to really crank up your whole energies hard and really get you, it's like working out with heavier weights, that's what you want, okay? You'll see. I'll get it on there. It's time for me to get this going, but please remember, I'm just dealing with, lawyers and stuff, and I got to hurry up and get that merchant agreement thing done. 108 pages. I'm going to have to sit down with her. I can't see the words and focus anymore. It don't work like that. I'll have everything set up over here with more shelving and stuff in the house, so that Paul's ready to have what he needs when it's time. He has to be able to find whatever he needs. Oh, and the date. 5:35. Movement for the others. Keep on moving. Get out of here. Thursday, February 11th. Okay. Thursday is Monday's 1. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, that's 4. Fortitude. February is 2, and then there's 11. So there's 11, 2, and 4. 11 is a strong spiritual number. For me, it always means, Lily Hour. So Lily and Hour understanding fortitude. And that's a day when I needed to remember what's going on, who I am, and why I'm here, and why I have to hurry and get the hell out of here. It's time for me to get everything packed up. But man, I got a bunch of good stone. These spheres are going to be the size of, like the other ones, pretty much the size of a baseball. If it's a little bit smaller, it's because it's got less fill in it. Because that's what every one of these I make, I feel, I understand, I crank up. Okay, and you can make these for yourself, okay? There's nothing, don't think you can't, because you can. Wow. You stupid, stupid fool. That was a piece of source on the other side that's not there anymore. Messing with my crown while I'm trying to talk. I've had it. Really have. I love talking with you. I love relaxing, but you know what? I gotta get stuff done. I said yesterday morning I was going to cut down on this. Well, I'm trying to, but I have to, because I have things I have to do, other things, and I have to hurry up and get it done. I have to have everything ready, so boom, I'm ready to go, and then poof, I'll be able to relax and just leave. See, I got the date correction when I got burnt. See, when I talk about it, I know what it's like to be abused. I can go back and see who did what, why, when, where. Y'all are going to get a whole lot stronger and see a whole lot, okay? Don't worry about seeing as much as someone else or someone being better than you or you being better than them, okay? Just, you are who you are. Use that to be all you can be, to be your full self. That's what's important, okay? Michelle, okay, my power level is a lot stronger than her, okay? But you know what? She's incredibly powerful. And she used to get so upset about she can't see stuff and with a pineal, and yet she really was. Well, she would have stuff messing with her, making her think she couldn't, and I kept pointing out to her. I said, what the hell are you talking about? I said, your scanner's so strong that you can see what people look like better than I can, you know, and I'm a lot stronger than you, so look. You know, that's you, that's your ability, that's part of it. I don't feel weaker because your scanner's working better than mine. I don't at all. And I'm no better than you, so stop. So, you know, it's, don't let yourself fall that way because it's real easy to do. And remember, Michelle was getting pounded. She was getting pounded. She and I were at the front of this thing. Okay? Like I said, she'll return. She'll be back. But when it's time for her. As what I am inside, it's my job to serve and protect. And I couldn't, when I'm stuck in this body, I just can't do what I need to do for everyone. So, you have no idea. It's like walking in a bubble in a huge sphere of molasses. And that's not picking on Gaia. I love Gaia. She knows that. She's well aware. That's funny. This train that's going by outside. And it's the thought process in the head. The soft flow is there's a train coming. It's going to come in and it's going to go and you're going to leave. That's the whole idea. I've said before, I don't belong here anymore. I just need to tighten everything up, fix what I can. Get everything set up for Paul and get home so I can fix stuff. There's a storm coming. I started it. All the ingredients were there, but you don't have TNT until you mix it up and wrap it up in a stick. Then you got TNT. Okay. Instigator, catalyst, on a lot of different things. But it's only in regards to doing my job, serve and protect, okay? That's that's what I need to do. That's what I feel I owe everybody. And then one of the stupidest things to ever do is to tell me what to do. That's the funniest thing in the world. I still hear that from people sometimes and I laugh. This one person gave me a hard time and blah 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 and I just look at him really and he goes to walk off and trips all over himself. It's like I said, dude, go through life one step at a time, okay? Good idea, leave me alone. Don't mess with the thing that's trying to help you. All it does is impede your being helped. It's like, I'm simple. Life is so much simpler than most people think it is. Why is that? Because when you throw nothing but bullshit and lies and crap in a life, you have to keep on making up new little stupid shit to cover why it's really true, even though it doesn't look like it because it is. It's like the law of attraction. It's like your religions. Okay? The Bible's been rewritten, what, 1,700 times? I still can't get it right? Well, it's fertilizer. It's crap. It's bullshit. You can't take fertilizer and turn it into a clean silver plate. It just, sorry, doesn't work like that. That's not what it is. Law of attraction. You have to just keep wanting it and learning how to want it properly. What? You're on drugs. What are you talking about? You got to want it properly. That's another thing. DMT. DMT is in the pineal. I'm going to take DMT and I'm going to expand my consciousness. You're going to see some shit, all right? Not a bit of it's true. Okay? And then, yes, but the Incan gurus, the Incan, whatever, the elders, the shaman, they take it, the herb, and I had such an experience. I said, yeah, you had a light show, freak show. Yeah, it's called putting drugs in your mind that totally disorients everything, and it also opens you up to being run. Congratulations. If you wanted a world of bullshit, you just got it. So y'all that just want to take a shortcut and you're not satisfied with trying to wake up, even though it's more difficult. Yeah. Ain't gonna happen that way. That'll actually damage your pineal. Do you ever think if your body's got too much of it going in, your brain's gonna say, okay, we don't need as much, and shut down the pineal itself? Okay. You just start dwindling like this. Been there, seen it. Hello, I go into brains for a living. When I say things in a video, y'all know I'm not just talking at the people listening. I'm talking at everybody. And I'm not accusing anyone that listens to my videos of doing anything. I'm making a point. People, please understand, these videos are going to be seen and heard by people for a long time in the future. Your awakening doesn't happen overnight. I needed to be here to say this stuff. I need to show you I can screw up. You need to be aware of my abilities, but not something plastered on the news. It's about y'all waking up. It's about y'all becoming yourself as much as you can while you're in a body. It's about y'all being aware of who you really are. And it's about y'all seeing that you're part of a big family and seeing some of the other people sitting at the table. The problem is that table goes through multiple dimensions. That doesn't mean you can't do it, because you can. And when I get out of here, I got things to do that are really important that have to happen first, but eventually I'm going to get in there before long. I don't know, maybe a year and a half, maybe 5-6 months. Your body's going to be changed. Your DNA is literally going to be changed from the other side through the field, and you're going to be able to wake up easier. So those of you that have been cranked up, you got some fun coming. You have no idea how good it's going to get for you. You have no idea. It's funny waking up the way I did, just going back through my life, remembering things and flashing through time. Not just this life, on other lives. Remembering, seeing, then looking on the other side and seeing everything going on. And then feeling stupid that I was trying so hard to work with them over there and dealing with their problems from over here that I was wasting all our time. Every moment I waste is a moment that I'm not doing what I need to. That's important. That's important. I have so much to do still. Well, I'm stuck here, and I need to have everything done, waiting for the next thing to happen. See, I can't control the lawsuit being finished. Where I take this house, the deed to this house. and go after my sister for everything she's putting me through. And I'm just talking about legal stuff. Not a life full of abuse, but using her power of attorney and the will that she's the executor of to manipulate the money involved. She's so screwed. Lawyers are anxious to get at this, man. It's like hungry people ready to eat. It's a very simple case. So I'll make a decision soon on the lawyer, or the firm that'll handle that. I got to get this merchant thing done, but 108 pages. I'm sorry, for most of you, that's like a joke. It's not even 5 minutes of your time, but my brain can't think like that anymore. When I was a kid in school, I was so smart, man. It's so funny. And I almost never brought my books home. I actually had to bring my books home from time to time because I get yelled at for not bringing them home. I still got A's and B's. I never needed my books. I just knew stuff. And one time I brought home almost every book I had. It's like, what the hell are you doing that for, Jay? You don't have that much. We don't have that much homework. And I'm like, hey, just shut them up, man. So shut up my parents. Huh. Bub. I feel somewhat released. It's a nice feeling. It's an interesting day. Oh, I know I still got the animal thing coming. I brought this coffee cup upstairs. Bear. That's a Kodiak right here. Big bear. Ursus Arctos Middendorfi. Would not call one of those a dwarf. The Kodiak evolved into the world's largest brown bear. An adult standing on his hind legs may reach 11 feet tall and weigh 1,800 pounds. Kodiaks are primarily vegetarian until pissed off and then they eat your ass. Until midsummer when salmon migrate. The bear's fishing skills include snorkeling. Pursuing a fish upstream, a bear will submerge its head with only its ears showing above water. Their status is threatened. It's alright, they're all going home. They've had enough abuse. So have y'all. But the animals got hit the worst. I'm looking around for, wow. I was going to say, I'm looking around for any kind of important current events. When will you all learn? I was firing on my Pineal, and then I noticed to see something hanging on it. Um, that's cleaning a broken part of source energy on the other side. I clean it and I freeze it and encapsulate it, store it, and put it in my head. And first time I put that stuff in my head to store it, I put it in, and all of a sudden here come these dragons out of nowhere, big, strong. It's my energy, my real energy inside, grabbing it and carrying it off. It's like they fly off with it. What's actually happening is energy fields come around another energy field, surround it, and just move and take it with it. But I see it as an image of dragons, because it's dragon energy, grabbing a capsule, because it's something I put in an energy field that cannot be broken. And then they take it away and put it in the right place. As y'all get stronger and stronger, you're going to be able to go through time, watch some of the stuff I've done, and have your own truth. But I want to hold it in my hand. Well, some things you can't hold in your hand. I understand. This is some yellow aventurine. This stuff is really strong with solar plexus and core energy. It's interesting. It's making my head fire up right now. There's my pineal. I've had different parts of source on the other side, different parts of Lily and stuff working on my head, but it's like Paul was saying, you know, I see the Black Panther right there watching. He's like, all right, what are you doing in my head? Joey. It's having someone right there watching. That part of me's watching, just waiting for a screw up. Then as that screws up, that part of me realizes it, and that I'm already feeling it. But it's like an extra little warning. So then grab it, clean it, freeze it, store it. Next. I realize almost no one can see that stuff, but you know what? I'm really tired of doing it. Then this morning I was waking up, showing myself that's enough. Over. Done. Now I'm getting some kind of word in Spanish. Oh well. Well, it begins with a C or something, but I don't know. Something about move on. Sometimes I relax. My brain floats a little differently, and then I start getting thought processes. My brain starts functioning like it has in a past life on another planet. Man, that's weird. That is so weird. It happens a lot with languages. Like Spanish is, you know, it breaks up a little differently. Like say the back part first and then the first part second or something. For them it's normal. For us, our language looks the same way. All we can go by is the way we were raised in this life. And it's like that, just weirder. I'm going to get to the post office today, get a bunch of boxes off to y'all. I'll send you this tracking number by email. And man, I got so much to do. No problem. Just gonna do it. Bada boom, bada bing. Huh. Excuse me. Excuse me. Some kind of new device. I hadn't seen before here on the planet. Interesting. Should not have brought that up. Can't talk about it. Needless to say, it's something relative to helping the good guys. Who's the good guys? Those stopping the abusers. Now I'm going into it, watch it work. It's like, okay, don't need that right now, thank you. It doesn't matter, it just happens anyway. I hate to get hate. Wow, I said that word. I don't want to. Why is it easy to say that? Because it doesn't carry the same meaning it used to. I'm not concerned about the word anymore. Not because I do have that feeling myself, just because it needs to have less meaning. It's like the word evil. I can say it, but it doesn't really exist. And then God this, God that. God created everything. Everything comes from God. What about evil? Evil always was there. What? What do you mean it was always there? It always was there, just like God. Really? That's amazing. Because I actually watched that first being come together. It's like, gee. That means y'all are really not awake like you say you are. Tell the Catholic Church that, you know. And the Pope. Pippi. What a schmuck. Pope John Paul II. He was a human essence. Everything in the body screws up. You know, everything in the body gets controlled. And when Pope Paul II was here, he did some good things, but you know what? He was also controlled when the original male and female wanted to. And then he was trying to find something positive through a religion that's full of crap anyway. I mean, through a religion, when the Christian religion is really full of shit. They all are, but Christian, Muslim, Jewish, nasty, disgusting religions. But the book tells us how it actually was. It contradicts itself everywhere because we're stupid and we don't even deserve to be at thy table, O great God. Please forgive us. If you hit us, don't worry. You've trained us to turn the other cheek so you can beat the crap out of that side of our face. And we will stay submissive, so we will do whatever you tell us to. Show us the cliff. We shall jump in joy with love in our heart like the great Jesus Christ. Wow. Talk about a ton of shit. If there was a loving God or universe or whatever else, this shit never happened. All this crap never would have happened. It's different when you see it, you know it for yourself. Waking up's been made really hard to do by the original male and female first being. Original first being male and female, whatever. It goes my thought process back and forth. This makes it almost impossible for me to read documents. Anyway, yeah, they're just, you know, they're dead. Best thing that ever happened to all of us. Anyway, honestly, out in space right now, things are kind of calm. Yeah, sorry about that. A real nice part of Lily. That's been staying back for a while. Is in my head right now, making some changes, kind of fixing. Wow, some of the stuff going on. My core energy, my hypothalamus, pineal, my head literally it's like it's gonna come off. And there's me, my it's like Black Panther energy. That part of what I am inside. It's part of my, you know, the primary part of my focal point. Um, Sorry for the funny faces. Um, my ears popping. The nice thing about you waking up, you won't be making all these funny faces and stuff. Your head won't be hurting the same way. Although sometimes, you know, some of us are more sensitive to that stuff than others. My brain's been worked on, turned upside down, beaten up, battered so many times. When you have a head-on collision and go from 45 to 0 in a tenth of a second, with a bad seatbelt, like you just loose, you come out of it, no airbag, you hit the windshield. You should have seen that windshield. I beat the hell out of that thing with my head. Um, I understand why people really enjoy the pineal experience because I'm very strong pineal. Just so happens that's where I'm stronger. Everything else is fine and working fine, but um, uh, there's like a non-appliance accord. I can talk about this. There's a non-appliance accord going on out in the Federation with these smaller groups coming together behind closed doors, agreeing with each other not to comply with the rulings. I was going to say rules, but with the rulings of the um, present, immediate, uh, not governing. They can't stand it when I use that word. With a controlling group, the group that says the Federation needs to go this way and that way, and they have representatives from the different planets. These folks need to be replaced too. So they're going to be ousted by the planets themselves. Good. They're also agreeing not to. They're coming together. That there's they're they have formed their own council. It's actually just coming together themselves. Um, that's funny. That's what I was talking about a while ago when I said uh, whoa. Um, it's hard to think and talk like this when you're getting work done. It's hard. Um, about this armada coming here and doing and going around the other spheres. I mentioned that weeks, months, or something. I don't know, a while ago. Um, and there'd be such a large amount. They'd be so dead set and do it that they wouldn't get shot at by the spheres that are, just they're just protecting everything. But the Federation, Space Federation, Central Intelligence idiots, they are the ones that control the operations of the spheres. The Antids pretty much built them. It's their technology that's really makes them what they are, and they were careful, knowing that some of their tech was going to be used by others, controlled by the Central Intelligence idiots. They were really careful about how they built it to make sure it wouldn't be overly harmful. Antids are really cool at protecting, but at the same time, they're as non-aggressive as possible. Whereas the Drock, they just come out and say, "Look, don't do that," and then they have a set of rules, and they just show up. You're doing that. They look at you, give you a second to stop without saying a word, and then they just boom, you're gone. For them to take out a small planet that doesn't have life on it, like something that doesn't have sentient life in it, so which really means it's not a planet, but it's a huge body of rock or whatever, they'll blow it up. I mean, if there's really a need for it and everything on it is a problem, they'll just boom. I say blow it up, but it's more like disintegrate. It just kind of comes apart, shakes everything apart as energy, and poof, it's gone. All you have left is small running pieces of heavy particulate matter. The Drock are actually considered a threat. The original male and female, if they could ever free themselves from our control, then we would have a new problem to deal with. A viable threat is the thought process there against their ruling, controlling all creation. That's the thought that was in their heads. So glad it don't exist anymore. Anyway, there are large groups. I said there were supply ships and stuff that had come into the area. And I didn't say it, but I already knew that it was to feed more and supply, to hold supplies for others for more than just the ones that were here to engage in battle. But there's a whole lot of people that are, it's like outside of space. They're in, if we were talking about this like Battlestar Galactica, the newer version of it, it's like, or whatever that thing was, yeah, they're like one jump away from coming here. They're a safe distance, they're not getting in the way, but they're already amassing out in space in different locations. And they can be here in one jump, whatever you call it. Dimensional rift. The ship slides through from one dimension through a dimensional barrier into the next dimension, but it travels in distance too. It's like when they beam stuff up. That's cool. That's interesting. I should have known that, I guess. I don't know. I mean, all over the place all the time. Oh well. Oh no, I'm being asked not to leave yet. Come on. And it's for trying to see something. I'll see that when I'm in a minute. You know, I can't overemphasize how much it behooves you, how much it enhances your life, your experiences while you're in body this time, to relax and feel inside yourself, float down inside yourself. And once you relax, you really relax your body, then you relax your mind. Once you go inside yourself and relax to that point where you're floating inside yourself, then you can softly relax and go like this, just open up and you go everywhere. You all have incredible abilities. And it's time for you to be able to reach that little pinnacle that you're trying to get to. When I say little pinnacle, because once you get there, you're going to find out, guess what? All you took was a small step to being the real you. But there's a lot more to it. A lot of good stuff. And those of you that are afraid, why? Why be afraid of being yourself? Why be afraid of having access to more knowledge? Why be afraid of how you're going to feel about something when you're going to be more yourself and you're going to understand your feelings better? I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of silly, except for fear of something changing. That's like being afraid of having more food in your refrigerator, or, you know, more money to do what you want to do, hopefully to help others. Wakey wakey time, folks. It's time for everyone to start becoming who they really are. And as of this morning, it starts with me. I say I'm no better than anyone else. And I don't say it without reason. I don't say it because I want someone to say, oh, he's so, whatever, kind, generous, or humble or something. I am what I am. I'm caring and loving, but I'm aggressive too. Very protective. But in a way, I had something of an awakening for myself. I've been there before, and then just literally over time, because I want to help everyone, folks. It's my format. It's what I do. Okay, I have to close that off. I have to take those knobs, turn them off, and quit trying to help everything in body, like person to person, and just talk to you all a little bit here, and then just get things done. Because when it's time, I'm going, and nothing's going to stop that. And there's enough of me on the outside. I shouldn't have to force the issue. So, as a matter of fact, Paul talks about that black lion he sees, and he knows it's my energy. You know, I talk to that part of me from time to time, and the idea is that when it is time, when it really is time, that part of me will have a say-so and just coming up and taking me out. So the image was kind of funny. A lot of people would think it's brutal. It's not. It's an imagery. But it's like ripping my head off and taking me out. Excuse me. When it's time to go, it's time to go. But anyway, things are really calm out there right now, out in space. Plans are being drawn, New York accent. It's just weird as hell. I was just floating back to the Constitution. walking around, seeing those outfits we wore, how the leggings itched and everything when I was George. Uh, when we did the Constitution thing. That's basically what's being born out in space. A new alliance of the planets. Um, oh, okay. I was hearing somebody, some folks, guys talking, not Earth human bodies. It was just a personal conversation. Had something to do with something. Um, but they have hope. This is some of the prisoners here. They have hope and they're taking guesses about something. They're excited. People are here to come get it. They know. They know some other stuff I won't talk about. Um, it's personal to me. They're happy. Um, huh. It's a wave of orange. Damn. When you get your core energy and it's grabbed and twisted like this and changed a little bit, totally disoriented. Disorienting. Here we go again. Couldn't wait till I finished. Oh, damn. Also, when that happens, the base of your core energy, where your spine, whoa, where your spine on camera, really? Got to do it now. Where the spine attaches to the pelvic bone. It's just to help me see differently, better, whatever. To keep modifying everything. It gets a little better here, a little better there. I just want to get the hell out of here. All right, folks. There's a wave of energy. Maybe that's why this orange calcite all of a sudden came out of nowhere. Was brought to me, to my energy. It has a certain cleansing ability, but it's strength too. It's passion, but it's not unbridled passion. It's controlled passion, but it's also cleansing. And that's part of this energy field with some heart in it too. And I can literally see it happening. Excuse me. Happening on part of the earth and just coming out and it's just going everywhere. You know, front, back. You know, it's like a ball that explodes and the energy goes everywhere. Excuse me. Folks, love you. Hope you have a good morning, afternoon, night, whatever. Please try to take that extra 5, 10, 15, even 20 minutes to just try to relax and go inside yourself. If you try to feel your energy inside, you're literally learning how to go inside yourself. Okay? And then once you can do that and be calm, and you're sitting inside yourself and you just expand like energy, like that ball, that energy goes out everywhere in all directions. Like a sphere that emits energy, because that's what it is. Love you, folks. Have a good one.